We begin with the growing political outrage in Tennessee over the expulsion of two black lawmakers. The state's Republican-led House of Representatives voting to remove Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, but sparing the Democrats' white colleague Gloria Johnson by a single vote. Now, all three taking part in a gun reform demonstration on the chamber floor last week in response to last month's deadly school shooting in Nashville. Republicans claim the Democrats broke House rules, but they say they were just exercising their right to free speech and expressing the will of their constituents. Joining me now to discuss, ABC News Deputy Political Director Averi Harper. Averi, good to see you as always. So how are Jones and Pearson responding to this, and what about Johnson?
Right. Well, each one of those lawmakers who have been impacted have lambasted this decision, right? They say that they're going to continue to fight with the protesters that have been at the Capitol, that have been calling for gun reform, whether they're members of this legislative body or not.
And Republican leaders are denying that race played a role here. Critics are saying otherwise. But what is the political fallout, do you think, from all of this?
Right. Well, the optics of the two black lawmakers being ousted and the one white lawmaker being able to keep her seat is not lost on those who are following this very closely. You know, each of them pointed out the fact that that is what happened. And this is not the first time that we've seen, particularly Justin Pearson, be accused of issues pertaining to decorum. When he was sworn in January, he wore a dashiki, and he got criticism from Republicans then, even though there's no rule banning dashikis from being worn on the House floor. And so both of these young men are folks who are challenging the status quo as it relates to issues like gun control, but also issues of respectability. And so I think we're going to continue to see folks speak out on their behalf as this has become a real flashpoint in the Tennessee House.
And you wonder if there's something here that's generational as well.
Right. They're standing with young protesters. These men are in their 20s, right? And I think, again, this really highlights a generational dynamic. When you look at the lawmakers who were leaving the House yesterday, who had voted to expel those two young men, they were older, they were white, they were conservatives in the House. And that is something that we're seeing in with issues and pertaining to concepts around the country. There is this growing divide generationally when we talk about issues.
What about the wider political landscape there in Tennessee? How does this fit into all of that?
Right. Well, these lawmakers represent metropolitan areas. There are protesters that have been at the Capitol that are from all parts of the states. And they have threatened to try to do what they can to see some of those lawmakers be voted out if they cannot address issues like gun reform. It remains to be seen what the collective impact of this will all be, but it definitely has now gotten the spotlight of the country, right? Everyone is looking at the Tennessee House to see what's going on there.
Averi Harper, thanks as always for your insights.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.